Hello and welcome back to the third episode of our FM26 beta series looking at Arsenal women's team. If you do enjoy this video, give it a like and subscribe if you are new and want to see more of this. And the previous two videos are already on the channel and in the playlist. And today we're going to be taking on Manchester City away and our first game in the Champions League phase against Barcelona away, a rematch of last year's final. So, since you've been gone, that's a song quote, and it's really irked me. Anyway, since we were last here, things haven't gone massively according to plan. Why I tried to kill time and find my schedule. So as you can see, we are not top, and Chelsea have just lost their first match, but they are 4 points ahead of us. That is simply because, well, we drew against Aston Villa after having drawn against Manchester United in the last episode. It was a late equaliser too. We dominated the game, we just didn't score enough. And it was slightly disappointing. So I'm going to have to try and find a way to fix our lack of scoring. Which is funny to say, considering 2 games ago we won 7-1 against West Ham. This is the lineup for Manchester City away. I have moved Mariana Caldente into that attacking midfielder role and dropped Mornham back. Out of possession, both Little and Mornham will drop back slightly. Now, I'm not entirely happy with the central midfielder issue at the moment. We've got a lot of talent, but a lot of it is in literally one place. Like Mornham, Mariona, even Little to an extent, excel in that attacking midfielder role, but the defensive midfielder, we got Cooney Cross, but aside from her, like Little doesn't seem to like it all that well, which is a problem. We're going back to Caitlin Ford on the left, Russo up front, obviously. I'm happy with Niamh Charles at left back, I think, with Emily Fox at right back. I don't think defensively we were that bad against against Aston Villa. It's just we conceded a late goal and we didn't score enough. We should have scored 3 or 4 and we just didn't. So we're against a really good Manchester City team with obviously Bunny Shaw up front, Lauren Hemp on the left. It's not going to be easy. They are obviously minus Alex Greenwood, who is now playing for us, but this is not going to be an easy game. And it's just, we need to change this around. How would you find the recent fixture list? Yeah. This is obviously at the Jimmy Stadium, and we're going to get straight into this. We need a win here, especially with Chelsea losing. This is a big opportunity for us to close that gap, which is a gap that we ourselves have let open up in just not necessarily poor performances. We just haven't been scoring. We haven't been scoring enough compared to the shots we've been having, which is disappointing. I think part of that would be offset by having Stina Blackstenius, because if Russo wasn't firing, then I could get Blackstenius on. But Stenius is still out for a while yet, so we may have to look at bringing in reinforcements at some point when the window opens again. But Man City are having the early attack here, and that is a corner. Good save there on the line, and Man City are currently having a much better of the game. We are yet to register a certain target in the first 5 minutes, but now we have a corner. Caldente will deliver this one in. Finds the head of Monham, but it goes just wide. That's better. That's what we want to see. The game has started to even out after the first 5 minutes, which is what we want to see. This should be, hopefully, a fairly even game, considering it's away, but I'd hope we could be a little bit better than Manchester City, considering the caliber of players we've got. We've got really good players, and I think we're able to beat anyone. So I hope we can do that. Let's try and be a bit more positive. I keep forgetting to change that. I need to change out the tactics screen, and I'll get there eventually, obviously. It's an even game. It's an even game, and that worries me. We need to be clinical, and that's something we haven't been in the past couple of matches, which really worries me. Man City having their spell now. although no highlights are coming so far. Remember, we're on key highlights, not the dynamic mode, because the dynamic mode provides too many highlights at the moment to be adequate for video form. It makes the videos really long to fit 2 games in per video. We haven't had another shot on target yet, which is a little bit worrying. This is a Man City corner. Yes, Man City are in... Whoa, Van Domsel dived for that. Man City are in control of the match, and it's worrying. We're hovering on the edge of our box here, and that is Manchester City taking the lead. We are struggling. How is that counted as no assist? Caitlin Ford's not in the game. This is not what we want to see. Go wide. And it's still working out exactly what everything here does. Some of it's not that different to FM24, but some of it is. Let's go low crosses into Russo. Hopefully that will help her. Less time wasting, obviously. Let's see what that does. There's a corner for us here. It is headed away, but Olivia Smith will clear up the mess. Back to Kim Little, who finds Williamson, who's retreating out of their box. Little again, Alex Greenwood. Williamson finds Russo in the middle. Russo with time here finds Emily Fox. We're struggling to break this Manchester City side down. And that is half-time. This is not where we want to be. That's for sure. This is disappointing so far. I'm wondering whether Caitlin Ford needs to come off because she's really not performing right now. Talking to Caitlin Ford, she's in possession with Neve Charles here, and there's no highlight there. But we do have a highlight now. Caitlin Ford on the ball on the edge of the area. Neve Charles back to Caitlin Ford, who's found pressure in the box. That's saved by the Manchester City goalkeeper, and it comes out to Bunny Shaw, who finds Santos. This is a counter-attack by Manchester City. It's only Bunny Shaw and Satosota here, though. Can she find Bunny Shaw? Blocked by Greenwood. That's what we want Greenwood there for. I am going to bring Caitlin Ford off. Oh, I pressed the button. For Chloe Kelly, I think. And Smith is also struggling. We're going to bring on Mead. We need better performance. We need better performance. That goes all the way out to Chloe Kelly on the left. Kelly finding Neve Charles, who's made the run. Neve Charles crosses in. Mariona can't get her head on it. Kim Little comes back to Mariona. Russo equalises. That's exactly what we want. Get it into the feet of Russo around that 6-yard area or the penalty spot, and Russo is going to put them away. We need to get that ball to her much more often. That was good play. We are back in the game. Manchester City won, Arsenal won. Now we need to push on. We really, really need to push on now. Kelly had a hand in that build-up, which was really good. That's what we like to see. I might replace Mornham. I might. Yeah, I think I'm going to, actually. I'm going to bring on Cooney Cross. Greenwood for another corner for us. And Mornham gets the header. That's what we want. Things have changed around now. This is exactly what we want to see. Mornham gives us the lead. That's a textbook corner. You could, to be honest, take a leaf out of the men's Arsenal team's book there. The corner champions of the world at this point, with the amount of corners they are scoring. That is fantastic. That's what we want to see. I am now withdrawing Mornham after having scored that goal, but it was a headed goal. She had been struggling a little bit. I think Cooney Cross will be better, especially because Cooney Cross is a little bit more defensively minded anyway. So now we've taken the lead, she might give us a bit more stability in that central area. Fox finds Mead on the right-hand side. Fox has it back. Can she get a cross in here? She does. Mariona, and her shot is saved. Hasegawa will clear that for Manchester City. But it will come to Alex Greenwood, who can recycle possession, which is what we want. Neve Charles, Chloe Kelly on the left, loses possession and the highlight ends. We have now, since half-time, we've gotten on top, which is good. 2 goals from a 2.27 XG is okay. We're never comfortable here, though. We would like another one. That's for sure. I'm not going to change too much. I want them to just keep going. We have a free kick here on the right-hand side. Alex Green will whip this in on our left foot, I'm sure. Eventually. Oh no, it's gone. Kim Little on the edge of the area. Neve Charles. Ah, and she hits the post, but the flag has gone up. Neve is really getting into those positions. It's very pleasing to see. Man City on the attack here. This is what we don't want to see. We have cleared that though, and Russo is now up on her own. See what she can do with this. Take it to the left-hand side. That's fine. She's found Cooney Cross in the centre though, who's given it back to Russo, who's got space, and she makes it 3-1. That could seal the deal in the 89th minute. This is exactly what we want, a return to winning ways. 3 goals in the back of the net. Russo playing well, which is also what we want. This is exactly what we needed. We will close the gap from Chelsea to third. 3 points? No. We were 4 points behind, so it'll be 1 point. And I don't know how it can be 1 point. We'll find out after the game. But we'll close the gap to Chelsea, and then, I mean, we've still got 2 games to play against Chelsea, so it is still technically in our hands, which is what we want. But we are on the attack here with Chloe Kelly on the left, who's had a decent game since she's come on the left. Cooney Cross, Caldente, Russo, Mead. That was good football. Although I do think Mead was offside. That was good one-touch football. That's what we like to see. But away at Manchester City, taking home a 3-1 win is exactly what we needed. Especially ahead of a really tough Barcelona fixture coming up. That's not going to be easy. So, did you honestly believe you could take advantage of the poor form? You were always confident despite moments where it looked far from comfortable. Just be confident about it. That's all. So, we're 1 point behind Chelsea now. Not too bad. It's kind of where we want to be. Man City are struggling. 4 points from 5 games for Man City is pretty bad. But this is what we want. We need a team firing on all cylinders. And now, coming up, we have got Barcelona in the midweek game, which is going to be a very tough test. It's away. It's not going to be easy. We will see how that goes, and I'll be back for that game in a second. Right, it is Barcelona time. Something to note, there is a nice, like, little Champions League background going on here, I'd noticed. But it is time for our game against Barcelona, and I don't know if I really want to change much. Everyone seems sharp, everyone seems healthy and conditioned up. So, bar the familiarities with the stuff, which, you know, that will improve with time, I think we are good to go here. Update on Blackstenia. She's still out for a while, so we're still waiting for her to come back. Naishwonga's back soon, but I wouldn't say Naishwonga's really massively in the plans right now. Although she will be great for squad depth, no doubt. So let's see what we can get done here against Barcelona. I think I'm going to stick with the Fox Charles on left and right. So I think let me just check my instructions actually, because I think increasing the width a bit would be wise. I think we need a bit more width there. Okay, now we can go. Are you going to play the Champions League music? If so, it is probably copyrighted, so I'm probably going to skip through it. If so, you know, I'll probably just have to mute it while it goes on. This is a fantastic Barcelona squad. We have to remember that. They've got Carolina Graham-Hansen. They've got Atana Bonmati, Patrick Guijaro, Batel, Matthew Leon, Paredes. There's no Butelas by the looks of it. That's the only one missing. I think she might be injured, but aside from that, it's a bloody good team. So this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. That's for sure. We hope we can think and produce today. It's always important. What's the team just going to change time start? Doing what has been a good run of form, because although it was a decent run of form, it wasn't a form that was going to win us the league. which is a huge issue. So, you know, we gotta keep on it. This is a team capable of winning everything it's in my opinion. So I think we need to really push on. Is this a Champions League music? It is! That's a cool atmosphere. I kept quiet during that simply because A, I didn't want to interrupt the atmosphere. B, I can cut it out if it gets copyright struck. So, you know. Right. Barcelona versus Arsenal at the Nou Camp. And this is a rematch of last year's final. This really tells us where we are at, how we shape up against the best teams or one of the best teams in the world. So they've got the Ballon d'Or winner. They've got multiple time Ballon d'Or winners. This really shows where we're at. It is the league phase. So, you know, at the end of the day, a loss doesn't kill everything for our competition. But we would like to win. We would like to send a statement. We would like to show that we are deserved of our Champions League crown. Caitlin Ford on the left. She is in some space, but Paredes tackles, but she manages to get a shot off. Just over the bar, though. We are threatening that Barcelona goal, which is what we want to see. Free kick. Alex Greenwood to swing it in from the left-hand side. Can she find a head of a red shirt? She's going short to Kim Little, who's going to put it into the box. That's deep. Olivia Smith. Neve Charles. But it is disallowed. I believe that's probably a flag up against Olivia Smith, yes. We've had the ball in the net, but we do not have the lead. Mappy Leon does seem to be showing an injury for Barcelona, which is something I'm sure that we're concerned about. See if she can run that off. But it's Barcelona in possession, but Mariona has managed to win that back. Mariona Codante running down that right-hand side in acres of space. Loads of space for Mariona. She finds Russo in the middle, and Russo misses, but Russo was offside, so it would not have counted anyway. We are having a good time so far. Goes into the box, but that's headed away by the Barcelona defence. They launch it long, but they can't find anyone. Neve Charles heads it forward towards Caitlin Ford. We recycle possession to Greenwood, Emily Fox. Emily Fox finds Olivia Smith, who beats the Barcelona left back. Finds space in, and another flag up. We're getting caught offside a lot, which is a bit of a worrying sign, but we seem to be on top of proceedings so far, and I hope it kind of remains that way, touchwood. So again, a draw here would be brilliant, especially if we complete the shoot, but that's asking a lot against one of the best teams in the world. Barcelona do have possession here, though. Question is, can we win it back? A big ball out to Graham Hansen. She's got some space to do something here. Guijaro shoots, hits the bar. Ooh, now that's the warning sign. We may have been on top, but Barcelona know how to turn it on all of a sudden and they can punish us. But Marty, big ball out. Is still coming forward here. Marnham in with the interception on Batel. That's exactly what we want to see. Run with the ball, Marnham. That's what we want. A lot of space again on the right. It seems that Barcelona are committing their fullbacks, which is leaving us some space. Olivia Smith has found some space here, and she puts us 1-0 ahead, and finally we are onside. Oh, finally a shot where we're onside. This was all Marnham really. Finds Olivia Smith and does the 1-2 with Mariona. Of course, it has to be part of the build-up. And that is a lovely finish from Olivia Smith. We are 1-0 up against Barcelona at the Nou Camp. This is exactly what we want. Really, really good stuff. But Barcelona can come straight back at us here. Cleared by Kim Little. It comes to Eden Paredes. Guijaro. Barcelona passing it around at the back quite neatly. The amount of quality this Barcelona squad has is nuts. But Fox has won us the ball back on the left-hand side. And it's back with Van Domselaar, who goes long. Won by Marnham, who finds Mariona, who finds Russo. Russo holds the ball up, who finds Caitlin Ford on the left. Leave Charles onto Kim Little, who finds Marnham, who finds Caitlin Ford on the left again. Caitlin Ford beats her player and shoots, and it's really, really, really well saved. Catacol in that Barcelona goal. We are playing very well, and that's all I can really expect. As long as we are playing well, that's what I want. Marnham is doing an absolute shift in the centre of that midfield. Really, really, really doing well at tracking back and running the ball. Olivia Smith with the ball now on the right-hand side. Manages to find Mariona Caldente. Finds Marnham. Marnham with a long shot, but that's gone over. She might have been better passing through to Russo there, I can't lie. Russo looked in a really good position. Right, we are still in Barcelona's half here, and that is half-time. I feel that's a bit harsh. I feel it's a bit harsh to show me a highlight and just hit the half-time, but half-time, Barcelona 0, Arsenal 1. This is what we want to see, and we've actually restricted Barcelona to no shots on target during this half. It's actually a really, really good sign. This is excellent, but I'm sure Barcelona are going to come out all guns blazing in the second half, so we're going to have to weather a storm a bit here, I think, in the early proceedings of the second half. I'm hoping we keep this professional. We keep doing what we've been doing, because we've been playing very well. Russo hasn't been in the match hugely, but I'm not too worried, providing we keep going as we are. I'm going to bring Chloe Kelly on for Olivia Smith, because Olivia Smith is looking a bit tired. So is Niamh Charles, so I think it might be time for McCabe to come on. Just so we keep the energy levels up, because obviously there's a lot of Barcelona to track here. Caitlin Ford, though, has found Russo, and just when I said Russo had been a little bit quiet, she has put us 2-0 ahead. That's exactly what I want to see. Low balls going into the box towards Russo in that sort of area, because Russo is so unbelievably clinical in those situations. Great play by Niamh Charles and Caitlin Ford on the left, to then eventually find Russo in the most centre-forward of position you'll ever find. And it is Barcelona 0, Arsenal 2 at the Nou Camp. This is absolutely excellent. After draws against Aston Villa and Manchester United, who have beaten Manchester City 3-1, and now to be in the position in the 60th minute or a 2-0 up against Barcelona away, is exactly what we want to see. This Barcelona team are indeed top of the Spanish First Division, by the way, so, you know, that's what we'd expect them to be, don't get me wrong, but it is always something to keep in mind. Caitlin Ford's having a stunning game, and she's in possession again, with McCabe bombing down the left-hand side. Can she find a ball in? It's gone straight into the hands of Catacol, though. It's a very good performance so far. I think we will be bringing on Beth Mead in a minute for Caitlin Ford. She's looking a bit tired, and want to keep those legs fresh. The only one we really can't replace is Russo, which is unfortunate. But PSG 3, Chelsea 6, by the way. That is a PSG team. I think we beat 3-1 in pre-season. Interesting. Let's bring on Beth Mead for Caitlin Ford. The statistics indicate we're in control of the match, which against Barcelona is extremely good. Extremely good. Claudia Pina's found some space here, though. Crosses it in for Graham Hansen, and that is one back for Barcelona. Now we've got a nervy last 13 minutes. Oh, now we've got a nervy last 13 minutes. Claudia Pina, as soon as you give her a bit of space, she's world class. She's going to find someone. And Graham Hansen is very tall. I think that's McCabe that was resting a little bit on our laurels there. Wasn't possibly keeping an eye on Graham Hansen as much as she should have been. Now we need to see this 13 minutes out. I'm reluctant to change the instructions, to be honest. 5 minutes left plus stoppage time. We're in possession with Beth Mead here. Marnham in the centre. Give it to Kim Little, who will go out for Fox on the right-hand side. Now finds Chloe Kelly, who finds Mariona Caldente. Mariona, big ball out to the left, and Beth Mead, who will get onto that. She's quickly closed down, but she's found some space. She's in the penalty area, and she finds Marnham, who puts us 3-1 ahead, and that should seal a vital and impressive away win against Barcelona. This is absolutely exceptional. This is what I've thought we can do. And it's now being proved. I mean, Marnham there, great space. It does take a little bit of a deflection off of the Barcelona defender, but we don't quibble about that. The ball is in the back of the net. We have 3 goals against Barcelona away, and we are winning. And that's what we want. But Barcelona are coming straight back at us here. But Chloe Kelly, tracking back exactly what we want to see, has won the ball back. And she gives a big, long ball out to the left, and Beth Mead. Great play by Chloe Kelly there. Beth Mead keeping possession. McCabe onto Marnham. Marnham finds Mead out to McCabe on the left again. McCabe swings the ball in, trying to find Chloe Kelly, can't get to the ball though. Kim Little clears it up. Kelly has found the back of the net. It's gone in off a deflection of Patrick Ruggiero. And this is frankly ridiculous. Barcelona 1, Arsenal 4. It takes a wicked deflection off of Patrick Ruggiero. Catacol is probably saving that if it doesn't take the deflection. But, you know, if you don't shoot, you don't score. And that's what Kelly's done there. That should seal, that absolutely seals the win. We're at the end of the game here. And it is finished. Barcelona 1, Arsenal 4. That is absolutely exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. I am so happy with that result. That will give the team so much confidence too. That is absolutely exceptional. We are right at the top of our game now, and we need to maintain that through the rest of the season, because if we can win stuff, and we can win loads of things. There are a few better things to being in the middle of a club where morale is high. How long can you maintain that? It's basic, you know, we just continue winning. Yeah, it's great. Okay. That puts us joint top of the standings with Chelsea, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid. And that is absolutely stunning from those 2 games in this video. Absolutely stunning. We're going to praise Forte recent form, actually. Because she has been excellent. Absolutely excellent. That is a great video. Absolutely fantastic. 2 wins from 2, a 3-1 win against Manchester City, and a 4-1 win against Barcelona in our first Champions League match. We've now got some matches against Brighton, Hacken, and Leicester before we will take on in the next video 2 WSL matches against Chelsea and against Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea being our title contenders, and Tottenham Hotspur obviously being the North London derby, and that is away. So that might not be easy, but Chelsea, we need to win. It's quite simple. The top of that league is now quite close, considering Chelsea lost their last match, and we managed to stuff Man City in some respects. It is very close. If we can win that match, we will go top of the league. It's an incredibly important match, providing we win our matches between now and then, obviously. But I'm going to leave it here for this one. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe if you are new, and make sure you have that notification bell on for the next videos as and when they come, because they're kind of coming thick and fast. I'm enjoying this Football Manager thoroughly, and it's only just a beta, and I'm sure it can only get better. So thank you very much for joining, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.